Welcome to the listing party. Just going to show you how I list 20 items a day on eBay and want to chat with you. So, what's going on in your business? How you doing? What are some things you're doing for quarter 4 to make more sales? So, we have a ton of new tags items that need to get listed. We've been running some of those items on Whatnot. Some of the items are going to eBay and Poshmark. And now that we've been listing for a couple weeks now on eBay and Poshmark, seeing the sales come in, and we're getting substantially more money, obviously, than we would on Whatnot. So we're starting to take some of the inventory that we've purchased and putting it on those platforms, and just wanting to hang out with you guys and have a listing party. So if you have questions, let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to be listing. I'm waiting for the photos to be finished uploading to Dropbox, and then we're going to get to listing. But happy to be here with you guys. Let me know what you're working on. Got to start the show off with a nice LaCroix, and we're here to party. So here, let me share my screen. I use Dropbox for most of the uploads that we do. It's just really simple, free plan. So I'm listing a lot of Lululemon today, some band tees, and our whole goal is to list 20 items a day, and kind of trigger the algorithm and get going in the right direction. And then we have been doing some shoes like Hoka's and On Clouds as well. But looks like these are all done. I have some Skims down here that we have just sitting in the warehouse doing nothing, so we might as well list them. So it's about, I think, 21 items. Let me download them, and then we'll get to partying. I hope you guys are doing well. It's been a while since I've been live, but I appreciate you. And let's see, I'm doing all my automated listings through Easy Flip. Really simple to use. I just upload them, and then it's just going to create the listings. I could pop open my eBay store right here and just show you what we got going on. Wow, the internet's really slow. Holy moly. Okay, so I guess I could show you Poshmark. So Poshmark has been going actually better than I expected. I didn't know it was going to be this good. I think it's because they switched that shipping over recently, and I think we've only been listing for about 10 days on Poshmark. So yeah, been nice. Been nice to see those sales come in. I mean, I'm already listing on eBay, so might as well get them cross-listed onto Poshmark. These are the 3 sales that came in just yesterday. This sweatshirt in the pool party colorway, $65. I think after fees, it was like 47 or something like that. The fees are much higher. Let's see. So yeah, 332 listings on Poshmark. Just trying to put it all kind of everywhere. But yeah, lots of good stuff. So the photos should be done, almost done downloading, and then I'm gonna get these listed up onto eBay. Our whole goal is, once our store catches up, we want to then list 30 items a day, 40 items a day, 50 items a day, but we don't want to be listing too much until our store catches up. We've been actually not listing on eBay for probably like 9 months straight, so it's going to take a little bit to get going on eBay, but that's fine. So photos are transferred over. How's everybody doing? What you doing? How you doing? What's going on? So then we're going to get these items listed, bulk upload, and just get them all listed onto eBay. Just going to upload them. Usually a batch of 20 photos takes a couple minutes to upload. I do about 6 to 10 photos per item. Just depends on what it is. And we'll let that upload in the background. But yeah, eBay's been going good. We haven't listed on here in a while. So let's see, what is the traffic looking like? our eBay store is definitely under repair. We shut things down back last December and deleted all the listings. Um, there was a few listings that I had to cancel after someone paid for it because we had already sold that item, so it hurt our store. So now we're kind of in that rebuild mode, which is totally fine. I don't care. Um, because pretty much this inventory has just been paid for. It's just sitting there. It's not doing anything. So it's like, get it listed. So, and then some stuff we're still putting onto Whatnot. For Whatnot, what do we got going on? Whatnot, we're now focusing more like on pre-owned clothing. Lululemon in particular. I think that's gonna just be the goal going forward. Get all the new with tag stuff listed onto eBay, Poshmark, and keep it separate from Whatnot stuff. So Whatnot would be like pre-owned Lululemon, and it's probably going to be Friday, Saturday night shows for us right now. And yeah, just it's good to have multiple ways to make money, right? Multiple streams of income. I think that's a common thing. It's common sense to have multiple ways to make money. If you're a reseller and you're putting all your eggs in one basket with Whatnot or eBay, it's good to just diversify. It's comforting. It's when eBay has a bad day, maybe you have a good day on Whatnot, or vice versa, which is why I do like cross listing. I mean, say what you will, whatever. I think cross listing, with how easy it is nowadays, it's like, yeah, cross list. You're already doing the work. What is 2 extra buttons to click to get it cross listed? How's it going? Designer Clothing Exchange. Yeah, it took us like years to find good inventory. And I just think that if you just go back some of my older videos, it took years to establish a good way to get good inventory. And I don't think it's worth listing stuff on eBay if it's not good, right? And good for me is like, hey, it has a good, strong demand. It sells for a good average sale price. And that's like the qualifications. So, but yeah, good to see you. Happy day. Hope everyone's doing well. Do you use an app for measurements? No, I don't. I just use a ruler, and I like for pants or leggings or jeans or whatever. I just do the waist, the length, and the rise, and that's it. Um, and then so Easy Flip analyzes the measurements and automatically puts it in the item specifics, which is nice. So now I'm going to assign the SKU number. I just sold this Define jacket on eBay for what now? I think it sold for paid and shipped. Sold for $112.21. Obviously, after fees and shipping, it's probably more like 85 maybe. I'm not promoting anything, by the way, not yet. So yeah, so Define jacket, that is the serene blue colorway, and I think it's a women's size 10. And I just put my SKU number at the end of every photo, so it keeps it easy. 94295, and create item. And I just hold shift so I could select multiple photos and just continue to assign the SKU number. But hope everyone is doing well. Appreciate you. Does Easy Flip get the waist right? Yeah, so I have it in the prompt. If it does not have like 100% confidence, I just tell to return back as blank. So if it's not like 100% accurate, like within half an inch, which is how I did it anyways, like if it's a 32.5 inch waist, I'm going to like round up to 33 inches. So, because not every measurement is correct, but yeah, I would say most of the time it gets it right. And then if it can't get it right within, a certain amount of inches or centimeters, I just leave it blank. And then I would just fill that out, because there's nothing worse than getting measurements wrong. That is like a guaranteed return waiting to happen. So I would rather just have it blank and fill it out myself than to have it filled out and it's wrong. So since I'm using this every day, that's how I did my listings. And I know everyone does their listings differently. So that's just how I go about it. I really just built this tool for me. I mean, if you want to use it, that's great. I just don't have time to be doing manual listings anymore. Um, so there is some cool things that I was thinking about was creating a database of all the style numbers for like common brands like Patagonia, Nike, North Face, and storing those style numbers in the database so it can um, fetch, if it analyzes a North Face jacket, it can get the style code and put that in the title and whatever item specifics that are relevant. That is, of course, another project for another time, but I thought that would be cool because, looking up style codes for clothing, unless you've done it over and over again, just takes a lot of time as well. So yeah, so we're just assigning the SKU numbers. I hope you guys are doing well. I'm excited. I'm really trying to get all this stuff listed for quarter 4 because obviously people are going to be shopping for new with tags items and just trying to ramp it up and go all in. I mean, not all in, but I'm just trying to diversify. So, but I hope you guys are doing well. Have you noticed? Has anyone seen sales pick up on Poshmark? I wasn't expecting like anything, but it's right now at this point, it's keeping up with eBay, which is nice. So we've only been listing 20 items a day on eBay for 2 weeks and about 10 days on Poshmark. And I think Poshmark is just on par with the eBay sales. So just making sure everything's set and good to go. And then we're just going to generate the listings. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. You could just build stuff nowadays. It's amazing. But yeah, hope you guys are doing well. Our whatnot still kicking butt. We have a team member named Erin. She does a great show in the morning on our profile. She does a great job. But yeah, she does the early morning show. And then my vision for this is to obviously sell out of the boots and the Etika that we bought early in the year, which we're getting close. Probably got about 20-30% of the stock left. And then our whole focus is just going to be sticking with one brand and going with that, because from taking all the data of what we've learned, it's just so up and down, like it really is. And I think that's our fault because we've just built such of a mixed following. There's a mixed following of Lulu fanatics, there's a mixed following of resellers, there's a mixed following of people who just want an amazing deal, run new with tags Lululemon for $1. So, which I don't blame them, but we're really starting to just get focused on what works. And what works for us out of measuring everything for the data was just doing pre-owned Lululemon and doing that. So tonight we're doing a pre-owned Lulu show for $1. Dollar starts, Align leggings. We'll run a few defined jackets and scubas and go from there. And then I'm trying to just buy like 70% leggings, 10 to 20% jackets, and then 10 to 20% like pants, joggers, and things like that. So that's kind of my vision for that. And then obviously Poshmark and eBay all combined together is going to be a beautiful way to go. Yeah, Poshmark and eBay equal for you. Awesome. Could be, yeah. I mean, they're paying what, $6 for shipping versus 9 or 8.50. So, yeah, I'm seeing it as well. I like it. It's really nice. I mean, if you've sold on Whatnot before, the only way to really make money is to do a show, and doing a show is exhausting, y'all. Like if you've done a show for 2-3 hours, like that's the only way you're really able to make money. So it's nice to get these sales coming in. It's funny when we're doing a Whatnot show, I'll oftentimes get a sale on eBay or Poshmark, and it's like it's just nice to have that kind of rolling in the background. It's an amazing time to be alive because you have all these ways to sell product. I mean, you don't even get me started on Amazon and other platforms, but so the AI analysis is happening in the background. It's going. I would say the photos for 20 items listed, 6 to 10 photos per item would take 2 to 3 minutes. And then assigning your SKUs is going to take maybe 30 seconds to a minute. And then this AI analysis is probably going to take another 2 to 4 minutes. It just depends on what it is. I have bucket pricing. So I kind of just like go in here while it's doing its thing and just all my defined jackets are $89.95. I just save it. The zeroed in men's pants, I do $59.95. This beanie, $29.95. And if you don't know what bucket pricing is basically just like, a set price for items that you get a lot of. Hopefully I'm explaining that right, but it's like I have a lot of common items like Lululemon zeroed in shorts. We have tons of those. So I just price them at 59.95, kind of like in the middle of the low end of the market, just so it can move. The soft jersey short sleeve, 49.95. The easy set training short sleeve, 59.95. So yeah, that's just how I go about it. Everyone prices their items differently. This is just how I do it for me. The adapted state joggers in the pool party colorway. This energy bra, 44.95. And I would also like to there's a Nike outlet like 20 minutes from me, and just going there every month, maybe buying like 50 shoes off the back wall when they have that 40% clearance can be a nice other way to diversify. Um, so yeah, there's so many ways, right? All right, so almost through there. Yeah, if you guys have questions, let me know. What are you working on? How's it going? Maybe I'll hop on live a couple times a week and just show you what I'm doing. I didn't really um, plan this. I just was like, let's go live and just do these listings while we party. So Lululemon, this is actually a women's item, so we're gonna change that. This is a women's. They're $148, which is crazy. So we could change that on the next page. But yeah, I'm gonna charge $79.95, maybe even more, maybe 89, $148. Crazy. All right, so there we go. And these band tees, I'm just trying to get rid of them. I'm not even trying to, everyone has bad purchases in reselling, and that was a bad purchase for us for sure. So just trying to get them out of here. But yeah, this is fun. You know what makes this fun now is it doesn't take me a ton of time. It literally takes me less than an hour to do the photos, like maybe 30 minutes for the photos, less than 10 minutes for the listings, and I'm done. And then I can go on and do other stuff, which is really nice. After you do your shipping, anyways. So yeah, ready to publish. I'm gonna go through here and let's see. Another thing we built in here is a market analysis feature. So it's just going to take the item, what it analyzed, and then just do a quick market analysis on the item. So for this, there's no market data available for the stretch twill golf pant, but this is a women's. So let's see here. Get suggestions, pants, do activewear pants. All right, we'll do save changes. And then we're just going to make sure everything looks good. Activewear jackets, hats. I just did a huge thing where we opened up to all categories. Because if someone wants to use this and they don't sell clothing, but maybe you sell books, then hey, then it can be a tool that you could use. Then there you go. Because I initially built it for me to list on eBay clothing. But I was like, but maybe someone wants to list other stuff. Who knows? So we'll just go through here and list one item at a time. It's going to tell you if there is an item specific. See, missing required fields, the outer shell material. That's why you really should, if you're listing clothing, you should be putting in, taking as many photos as possible to get like the material tag, the style number, everything like that. So this is polyester. And there we go. Save changes. Yeah, hope you guys are doing well. Don't party too hard. Let's see. We'll just make sure all this is good to go. It's going to pull in all the item specifics that it knows. I didn't want it to guess because I don't want it to just make up stuff, So it's going to do the waist size and the inseam and all of that. which are like the most important. Everyone has a different way to do their listings, so that's why I made it kind of like for everyone to use, and you could put your own spin on it. Um, just gonna try to get it to be the best it can be. Let's see. I think adding in the feature of reading style codes can be helpful because if I'm listing like Patagonia or something, I don't need to go and look up the style code every time or just things like that. It can be helpful. But yeah. Yeah, the band tees were purchased for like 270 a unit. We bought 1,000 of them back in January. They're all new with tags, new without tags. We plan on running them on Whatnot, and we just really, we were doing too much too fast, and now we're left with the rest of them. And there's probably like 500 left, and we could run them on Whatnot and break even, or I could make a couple bucks listing them on eBay. So I'm kind of just doing a little bit of both. Um, but yeah, comment down below. What is your worst purchase? We've all been there. I mean, not everyone's like perfect purchasing everything that's amazing. The cool thing about reselling is it's very rare that you lose money on items. It's just the time in which things take to sell can be depressing. You don't want to buy something today and have it sell in 3 years and be like, "Yes, that's amazing. Let's go buy more of those items." Personally, I wouldn't, unless you have like a huge warehouse or whatever. Um, but yeah, so just walking you through the process, I'm trying to build this to be for me, but I also want it to be a good tool for you. So if you're watching this on the replay, comment down below what's a feature that can be helpful for you. The hero feature of this product, which is the main feature, is just the AI analysis, dragging, dropping your photos, and having them published to eBay. I would like to eventually add on this feature, and this is what we're working on now, is not only just publish to eBay, but publish to Poshmark. So while you get this AI analysis, you're able to publish to eBay and then Poshmark as well. So you kind of just knock out both at once, right? And then eventually Macari and Depop and whatever you want to do. But who here sells on Depop? Um, a lady had to screenshot in a Facebook group the other day. She made 20 sales over the weekend on Depop, and only 3 people paid. And I'm just like, yeah, I hear that that's one of the main problems with Depop. But then there's other people that crush it too. So I don't know. I don't know. It's a mystery. All right, we're letting that publish. The common stock numbers is an attractive feature. Yep. All right. But yeah, I just remember back when I was first starting on eBay, I hated listing. It just took so long. Way too long. Way too long. I mean, you can get fast at it and you can train a VA to do it pretty good. Um, but I just don't have time, guys. I'm doing other things as well, so working on other projects. Um, so we're doing other stuff. Other stuff. So I just don't have a ton of time. Boom, boom, boom. All right. But yeah, it's been good. It's been good. I'm happy to see stuff sell for more than what we paid for it. It's always a risk running it on Whatnot. And, some stuff sells for a lot more than what you pay, and then some stuff doesn't. So it's like, I don't know. You could take that risk if you want. All right. Let's see this bra. Let's do these skims. But yeah, what's everybody working on? What you working on? What you doing? I want to come on live just a couple more times a week just to kind of just show you like what the business is doing. I know a lot of people are trying to, turn this into a full-time business. I do know that you can do it. It is possible. It is possible. Um, I think just from what I've learned over the last 4+ years, 4.5+ years doing this is like it's not worth listing items that aren't good. Like, and everyone has their own definition of good, but like good metrics for me is like, does it sell fast? Like within 6 months to 3 months, that would be relatively fast on eBay and Poshmark. And is it making me a good return on my investment? So everyone has just different like metrics. Like some people want to make 10x their money. Some people want to make 50% margin. So some people want to make double their money. So it's just like different. Hard to say like what is good for me may not be good for you. And we all live in different areas. So it's just, I think just when it all comes down to it is like just find products that people want to buy and find them for cheaper for what they want to buy them for. Like, cause I just like reviewing so many stores and seeing people, list stuff. It's like not saying like J. Crew and all those other lower end mall brands don't sell. It's just there's so many out there. I don't know if it's worth your time listing those items. Maybe. But for me, I'd rather have like a focused, amazing store with amazing items rather than like a volume store that's kind of like I don't know. It's hard to figure out what kind of business model you want, but you can you can turn this into a full-time thing. I mean, what is a full-time salary average in America right now? Let's see. I'll just go in here. Average salary in America is $66,622. So working for someone else, which there's nothing wrong with that. But in I think 2 out of the 4 years, reselling on eBay only, we made more than that net after taxes, fees, shipping, everything. But it was also I mean, it was very hard. I mean, it's not easy. But we did make more than that. So yeah, I mean, I like working for myself. Not everyone does, but I do. I like to spend time with my family when I want to, or go, take a break when I want. And I'm just saying that you could do this as well full time if you're looking to do it. It's absolutely possible. I think having multiple ways to resell is another great way too. I'm obviously a big proponent for live selling, but I understand that not everyone wants to do that. Um, but that's also another thing that's up and coming, and I think has good potential to, build a following. It's definitely more about brand building, and you're building your brand. You're not building your brand on top of eBay. You are building it on your own. You're developing your own customer relationships and things like that. So it's just different for everyone, but it is a good opportunity and time to be alive because you just have multiple avenues to sell inventory, right? So let's see. Let's go to where are we at? Question mark. All right. So the pants, the bra. Okay. Where? Oh my goodness. But yeah. Um, yeah, it's all relative. Yeah, 100%. It's different for everybody. I work full time already for my real job and I have a ton of varied inventory to sell to. Yeah, it's definitely probably one of the better side hustles out there. If you're working a full-time job or have a career, but you want to make that extra money. I mean, in America, it's getting tougher and tougher to survive nowadays. Like, say what you will, but things aren't getting any cheaper and people want to make extra money. So I just think like doing this extra is a really good opportunity no matter what you want to sell. I mean, whatever you want to sell doesn't matter to me. Um, but it's just so cool that you could pick this up as a side hustle and, put $1,000 a month away in savings extra by not doing that much extra work, It's not like I'm breaking my back doing this. It's kind of just like an extra thing that I am doing in addition to everything else. So let's see, my last item I listed. So 1, 2, 3, 19, 20, 21. All right, that was our 21st item listed onto eBay. And, I would just make sure everything is looking good. I always double check things anyways. So if you're not, you should be. Let's see, this is women. So I'm going to change the category. Whoop. All right, cool. But yeah, I appreciate you guys. Just kind of working through some stuff here. Let's see, 34, 28. Let's see, 31. It's a women's. Just put that at the end. Oh my goodness. All right. Cool, cool, cool. Awesome. All right. Well, that was the workflow. We'll come on here again and keep partying it. Yeah. If you guys want to try Easy Flip, I'll put a link down below. If you don't like it, we have 100% money back guarantee, but I do guarantee that is going to save you more time doing manual listings. Come on now. You guys have a blessed weekend, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.